Hey folks, Proverbs 29:18 in the King James Version says, "Where there is no vision, people perish." That same verse in the New King James says, "Where there is no revelation, people cast off restraint." Now, I like to take the bookends of both of those verses and both those translations and say, where there is no vision, people cast off restraint. I.C.H.E is big on vision. Why are you homeschooling? Because why you homeschool will dictate how you homeschool. It will dictate in great part what resources you use, as well as to a great degree what schedule you will employ. If you do not spend time to get a vision, the temptation will be to imitate whoever, whatever is around you. And that means you can be tossed to and fro on every wind of doctrine, every sleight and cunning of man, every Facebook post, every new curriculum ad that comes out. It's like, what are we going to do next year? When you have a vision, it helps bring restraint. It's just as important to learn how to say no in the homeschooling journey as much as it is to say yes to other good things. Because simply put, we cannot do it all. And the more we try to do, the less we will accomplish and the more we will be frustrated in that process. So we encourage you to take time. Why are we doing what we're doing? Now, I realize this year with COVID and with the schools shutting down or putting masks on our kids, it's really a different time. Some are just going to homeschool to get through this pandemic, while others are thinking more long term. And for those of you who are doing the latter, I want to encourage you at some point, sit down with your spouse, with a friend. Why should we homeschool? And then once you understand that, it will help you make these other decisions. It is so easy for the tail to start to wag the dog, for all the things about homeschooling start to manipulate why we're homeschooling. And that is, again, the cart before the horse, and it does not do well. So I encourage you today, spend time. What are our main values? What are the messages that we want to get across to our children? And once you do that, it will be easier, not necessarily easy, to go through the plethora of resources that are out there. It'll be easier to structure your day. And you'll find peace and satisfaction in that. I believe that in showing restraint, we actually gain more victory in the homeschooling journey. This is Kirk Smith with I.C.H.E's Take 5, encouraging you today to get a vision.